Okay, good morning. This is Prophet Rohe Nabi, family prophet, to the angel of the church to the Laodiceans who are Israelites. I was up this morning very early, and my spirit was really burdened. you know, a lot of times when you try to communicate the truth, many times it don't come out right, and sometimes, and even in times they do come out right, it's misinterpreted or misunderstood. So I want to talk about Ruth. I want to try to make this as salient as possible. So, without further ado, let's go back. Let's go to the book of Ruth. The book of Ruth. And maybe this will help somebody. Maybe this will give us more clarity. A lot of times when the truth is coming out, a lot of people try to find hooks to hang doubts and disbelief upon. It's not that the hook is there, but they'll create one if there is no doubt, just so they could quiet their conscience. Very unfortunate. The book of Ruth, chapter 1. Now it came to pass in the days when judges ruled that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his two sons. Now, this is basically the same thing that Abraham and Isaac did when there was famine. They went to Egypt. Okay. And notice this, y'all. Hey, what's up, P. Holmes? You on the road, man? Shalom. Sabah shalom. Good morning. So I want to make a comparison. When Abraham went to Egypt because of the famine, he went there with his wife. When Isaac went to Egypt, he went there with his wife. And it sounds like in Ruth chapter 1, verse 1, the same thing. Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judea, Judah went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his two sons. And the name of the man was Amalek, and the name of his wife, Naomi, and the name of his two sons, Mahlon and Chlylon. Ephraimites of Benjamin Judah, and they came into the country of Moab and continued there. And Amalek, Noemi's husband, died, and she was left and her two sons. And they took them wives of the women of Moab. And the name of the one was Oprah, and the name of the other was Ruth. And they dwelled there about 10 years. Verse 5. And Mahlon and Chilon died also, both of them, and the woman was left of her two sons and her husband. Okay. So Ruth's loyalty. In verse 6, the Bible tells us, then she arose with her daughters in law that she might return from the country of Moab. For she had heard in the country of Moab how that Yahuwah had visited his people in giving them bread. So Naomi is going back to Bethlehem, Judah, because she hears that there's bread in Israel. Bread. There's a storehouse, in Israel. Verse 7. Wherefore she went forth out of the place where she was, and her two daughters in law with her. And they went on the way to return unto the land of Judah. And Naomi said unto her two daughters in law, go, return each of to her mother's house. The Elohim deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the dead and with me. So here Naomi is giving a benediction blessing to Oprah and Ruth, bidding them to go back to their parents' house. Look what happens. And Yahuwah grant you that you may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voice and wept. So here we have a woman, Naomi, who was a good mother in law. The daughters in law loved her. She must have been a righteous woman. She must have been the type of mother in law that a daughter in law wouldn't mind having, even as a mother. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of mother in laws don't get along with their daughter in law. These women started wailing that they was going to be separated from their mother in law. So whoever Naomi was, she was a black woman that showed love to heathen. Now, a lot of Israelites like to argue on whether or not uh, Ruth was a Israelite living in uh, Moab, or was she a Moabite living in Moab? It don't matter, y'all. I know people love to debate this kind of stuff, but it really don't matter. You mean to tell me that the Most High can't be gracious to a heathen? Are you serious? And even if she was an Israelite living as a Moabite, the Most High can't show love to her either. See, no matter what she was, y'all, we got to look at the relationship between these women. You mean to tell me an Israelite can't love nobody else but an Israelite? An Israelite can't love anybody but an Israelite. And so by default, we have to hate everybody just because they're not Israelite. No matter how you slice this story, I see some love here. And so in Ruth chapter 1, verse 10, it says, and they said unto her, surely we will return with thee unto thy place. And Naomi said, turn again, my daughters. Why will ye go with me? Are there yet any more sons in my womb that they may be your husband? Turn again, my daughters. Go your way, for I am too old to have an husband. So here you have Naomi. She thinking that, hey, y'all want to follow me just so I can give birth to some more children so you can have husbands? She said, go your way. One of the things that Naomi was failing to understand, these women loved Naomi. It wasn't just about what they could get from Naomi. Oh, I'm about to preach. They wanted to know what they can give to Naomi. See, they wasn't thinking about getting any husbands from Naomi. They was thinking about giving love to Naomi. Let's keep going, y'all. Verse 13, Ruth chapter 1, verse 13. Would you tarry for me till they are grown? Would ye stay for them from having husbands? Nay, my daughters, for it grieved me much for your sakes that the hand of Yahuwah is gone out against me. And they lifted up their voice and wept again. And Oprah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave unto her. So Ruth, Oprah, she said, okay, well, I'm gonna say my farewells and I'm gonna go on and keep it pushing. But what did Ruth do? Ruth. What did Ruth do? She clave unto Naomi. The love that Ruth had for Naomi was greater than the love that Oprah had for her. The bond. Verse 14, and they lifted up their voices and wept again, and Oprah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave unto her. And she said, behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back unto her people. Now, let me tell you something. In the Bible talks about those that go backwards. The Bible never says anything favorable about a person that goes backwards. Never. And she said, behold, thy sister-in-law is gone unto her people and unto her gods. Listen to that, y'all. She's went to her people and unto her gods. Return thou after thy sister-in-law. And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee, nor to return from following after thee. Now listen to what Ruth tells Naomi. For whether thou goest, I will go. And whether thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God, my God. Let me tell you something, y'all. You want something really beautiful to put in your marriage vows? Right there. Ruth chapter 1, verse 16. And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee. I mean, put this whole verse in your wedding vows. Entreat me not to leave thee, nor return from following after thee. For whether thou goest, I will go, and whether thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God, my God. Man, please. If wedding vows had this in there and people lived by it, what happier homes we would have. And let me tell you this. This is a vow that a woman should give to a man. This is more appropriate for a woman to give a man. Notice Naomi, the person with more authority, is not giving this vow to Ruth. Ruth is giving it to Naomi. Ruth is the elder. Ruth is the stronger vessel here. I mean, Naomi is the stronger vessel. Ruth is the weaker vessel in this relationship between these two women, mother and daughter in law. Verse 17, where, where thou diest, I will die, and there will I be buried. Y'all hear this? This is some love. And she not even giving this vow to a man. What kind of wife is Ruth going to be when she meet the man of her destiny? Is she going to give him less devotion than she gives to Naomi? No. She says, where thou diest, I will die. And there will I be buried. And you who will do so unto me, and more also, if aught be death part thee and me. When she saw that she was steadfastly minded to go with her, then she left speaking unto her. Naomi ceased and desisted from trying to convince Ruth to leave her after she saw the faith and love she had for her. This is the type of dedication we need in our marriages, y'all. I'm going to die where you die, live where you live. Ruth is giving a oath of service to Naomi. A wife is supposed to give a oath of service to her head. Now, if Ruth is able to do this to a mother-in-law, how much you think they got along? And let me tell you this, y'all. Naomi wasn't a perfect woman. She made some mistakes. But the trajectory of her life was such, and her faithfulness to the Most High was such that Ruth said, I will die where you die. I will live where you live. Your God is going to be my God. And I know Hebrew Israelites love to say, no matter what heathen do, God is still going to kill them. Why didn't he kill Naomi? I mean, Ruth. Why didn't he kill her? Why didn't he kill her? Huh? See, this story lets us know that there's going to be some heathen that's going to be saved, y'all. There are going to be some heathen that's going to be saved, and they're going to be happy to serve us. It's going to be a pleasure. It's going to be an enjoyment. It's not going to be drudgery. They're going to love to serve us. You know why? Because they're going to see how faithful we are to the Most High. And they know that their life is in good hands. Who can put their life in your hands? Is there anybody who can put their life in your hands due to your faithfulness and obedience to the Most High? Can your own children put their life in your hands? Huh? Would you put your own life in your hands? Oh boy. You see, would you put your own life in your hands, knowing what kind of person you are? Very interesting. So Ruth cleaved unto Naomi. And because this lady cleaved unto Naomi, she's in the genealogy of Yeshua and King David. Wow. Very beautiful. Are we going to be faithful? Ruth put her life in the hands of Naomi. When are we going to put our life in the hands of the Most High? When are we going to tell the Most High, wherever you go, I'm going to go. Wherever you live, I'm going to live. When are we going to say that to the Most High? I think the reason why we don't see a lot of people doing this to each other is because nobody's hardly doing it for the Most High. I believe the reason why Ruth told Naomi this is because Naomi saw that the life and service, Ruth saw that the life and service of Naomi was in the hands of the Most High. So she didn't have no problem. Men, when you going to put your life in the hands of the Most High? Huh? When you going to do it? I know we talk a lot about what our wives should do, how they should submit, but when are we going to submit? Huh? But anyway, I'm going to stop right there on Ruth chapter 1. I just wanted to touch on that. I think I'm starting to get sleepy. But I hope this has been a blessing to you. I hope this gives some refreshment to your spirit concerning the life of Noemi. No, Noemi, oh boy, Ruth and Naomi. This is something you really need to meditate on, people. If the Most High brought somebody in your life that was really serving the Most High for real, would you give them the same dedication that Ruth gave to Naomi? This is Prophet Roy Nabi, family prophet of the angel of the church to the Laodiceans, saying shalom. Have a wonderful morning. May the Most High bless you and keep you until we meet again. Shalom.